I really need to get a team together for if this happens again. Post E3, everybody!
Yay!
Yay!
Good to be here, folks.
And for this one, we're joined by 2 more people, not along with Marissa, so
Hello.
say hi, introduce yourselves, all that stuff.
Who's first? I'm Jeremy. Yeah, that's about it. Yeah,
And there's a loud fan.
yeah. I'm also with a fan here. Very obnoxious.
I
Wish
didn't
he
know
wouldn't
you
be
had
in my
fans,
house.
Jeremy.
Oh,
A special
that's
guest
sad. That's so sad.
A fan who was a fan of us. Get it?
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
Alright. Courtney, introduce yourself.
Alright, yep, my name is Courtney. I do not do these things often, and hopefully I can stammer my way through this video just fine.
For the people who watch who do pay attention to my content, Jeremy is the person I plugged in the June update who's doing the streams,
Oh, thank you.
and CJ's the person who did the artwork for the Rainbow Rescue Team review.
An artist in the making, truly.
Yes. So, that
Anyways.
should hopefully give a little bit more of a clarification.
Yeah.
So, Bethesda.
Bethesda, the
Yep.
only E3 conference I watched. Blah blah, cannot talk.
I think it was the best one I've seen now of all of them, just because it did the one thing that no other press conference did. It got me excited for a title I never played before, and it did it twice.
Good. Good on you, Bethesda. Cookie for
Dishonored and Fallout 4.
Oh god, Fallout 4 looks so good.
Oh man. Yes, I sat around for that conference. I admit I was not terribly impressed by the Doom trailer. That might just be because I never played Doom when I was younger, but it just
Before our
doesn't look-
time.
Yeah, it just doesn't look interesting to me.
Yeah. It's definitely a product of its times, though. If they keep it to the original style of the game, of Doom 1, where it's an older first-person shooter, corridors, no regenerating health, it's designed to punish you, I think fans are going to enjoy it, but
Oh, for sure.
it's,
But it looks
it's
like,
not for the Call of Duty fans.
it looks like a game that if your friends have it, then sure you're going to have a play of it because of all the big guns just for the hell of it. But then I'm personally not going to pick it up myself. So, but it still looks decent.
At least they're not taking it seriously, like what was it, BFG 4000?
Oh god.
Ah,
Or
yes.
something like that?
Yeah.
Big fucking gun 4000.
yeah.
Yes, it's definitely gameplay over story emphasis. It's always been like that in Doom, as far as I know.
Yeah, Doom's
Yeah.
never really had too big of a story.
Alright. I
Yeah.
don't know. Doom 3, it looked like it kind of had a story. It's not that-
I don't know. I wouldn't know. I never played them.
Me neither.
Nor have I don't play shooters very often.
The only shooter I played recently was Splatoon.
Oh,
Ah, yes.
but let's stick with the conferences and not diverge onto other excellent games like Splatoon.
Yeah, so yeah, it got me really excited for Dishonored 2. Added that to the games I need to get when I eventually get a PS4, which went from 2 to almost 10 this press conference now.
Again, I haven't played Dishonored 1, but I am really interested in number 2. And not just because it's a female protagonist this time. That's just a minor detail.
I think you can choose between male and female like a lot of their other stuff now, so
Yeah, Corvo has been confirmed as a playable character. I think he was the play character in number 1, but who cares, honestly?
yeah.
Really comes down to personal opinion. It doesn't
And
matter
then
which.
of course the big one being the final announcement, Fallout 4.
Well,
Ah,
technically
Fallout 4.
2 final announcements: the iPhone game and Fallout 4.
True.
True, very true.
What's your opinion on this, Mr. Fan?
Oh,
Fascinating.
All right. Which one first? The Fallout.
I think we should start with Fallout Shelter first.
Fallout Shelter. It's definitely an interesting game, that's for sure. I downloaded it and then played it for about half an hour and got bored of it. I can see like how it can be interesting to people, but it's just not my thing.
Yeah, it's a free game meant to tide over until the release of Fallout 4. You can't really complain about
Yeah.
it.
Though what I did
I-
find interesting is the Pip-Boy special edition with the iPhone onto it. Being able to use that.
Yeah. It looks absolutely amazing, and it's sold out within 2 days.
Wait, it's already sold out?
It's already sold out.
God damn it, I
Oh,
haven't been able to
really?
go up to EB Games yet.
Excuse the minor detour for this one, but it's just because I heard about this recently. Let's just hope it doesn't end up the same fate as the Batman Arkham Knight pre-order bonus that just got cancelled
Yeah,
last
I heard
night.
that this
Oh,
morning.
what happened with that?
Apparently, there were, according to Warner Brothers, there were some manufacturing errors, and instead of releasing a faulty product, they're just cancelling the whole thing and giving the people who pre-ordered the
Free DLC.
special edition the free DLC.
And that's it.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yep.
What a rip.
Yep.
It's better
Yeah.
than actually releasing a
Such a
faulty
shame.
product and they get a bad rep for that.
Yeah.
They chose
don't know, man.
They chose the lesser of two evils, technically.
I don't know,
They were
man.
screwed no matter what they did,
Yeah.
though.
It could have been like the Samus amiibo with the 2 arm cannons. You know, people will pay a lot of money
Yeah,
for
but
junk.
it's the whole every single one were going to be faulty in some way.
Yeah,
So-
it's because the Batmobile that they were going to have with it.
Oh god.
Mr. Fan, I'm talking here. Please shut up.
Holy
Just
shit,
ignore it.
dude.
It is
Yeah,
anxiety
it's
inducing.
comical. It's comical.
Is your laptop possessed or something?
No, I hope not.
As I was saying, the Batmobile is supposedly meant to transform into its assault mode, so I'm guessing the moving parts were the fault for that one.
Yeah.
Well, we just don't know, unfortunately.
Well,
Yeah.
why don't you do what Nintendo does? Just make figurines or posters.
Because that would be too
whatever.
easy.
Then they already did that for Arkham City's pre-order bonus. What was I about to say? DLC. Oh yeah, it's Warner Brothers. They mix up the two. Warner Brothers. Yeah, sorry about the minor detour. Back to the good one, Fallout 4.
Fallout 4. Oh man, the hype is real. 7 years in the making, that game.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll admit I do have Skyrim. I picked it up, got out of the first town, and then quickly put it back down.
Oh yeah, that was my experience with Skyrim as well. But with Fallout 3, something was just different. I don't know.
Yeah.
Had good story, good characters, was a good game all around compared to Skyrim. I'm going to get so much hate for that.
Although I'd never played Fallout, but like a common thing I see in the Fallout game is a very interesting Easter eggs all of them has. So I'm kind of excited to see the Easter eggs in 4 too. So
Yeah, yeah. They've always done world building really well in the Fallout games, I find.
yeah.
Admittedly, I haven't played tactics or any of that stuff, but just the attention of detail in the scenario, and it seems like they've definitely done that again with Fallout 4, just from the trailer alone.
So
Where
if,
everything is customizable.
Oh god, that's going to be
Everything.
so annoying, but so much fun.
You wanted more Fallout in your Minecraft? Here's Fallout
there
4
goes
with
your
Minecraft,
Ah.
basically. Mr. Fan, we're talking. Shut up.
Seriously, dude,
I-
stop. You don't
I
have to
think
bring
It's
it
a
up.
joke. It's a joke. It's meant to be funny.
Just take a shot anytime that happens, though.
Yeah.
I think when the fans start to go up, mute yourself and see if that works. If not, we're adding a counter.
Yep.
Yep.
The one other thing, I saw this on Twitter last night. I'll try to see if I can find it again. This person posted a Vine. What was the name of the robot butler in the trailer?
Wadsworth, maybe?
Yeah, they made a robot version of him and put it on the show floor.
Oh, holy
He actually
shit.
moves. I don't know if he talks because it was a Vine and Vine audio is crap overall, but I saw it move.
That's what counts.
Yeah.
Okay, I will admit that is pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Up
should see
next, does anyone have anything more to say on Bethesda?
Not especially.
It's cool to see
nothing but
another dog.
Blazing. It's mostly just compliments on my end. I don't think I'd be able to have a very good discussion, so perhaps we should move on.
Yeah, so next up was the Expo and Microsoft.
Ugh,
Yep, that's a conference I skipped. What did I miss?
not
Well, the
much,
big thing
really.
was they did not show off Call of Duty in it.
Holy shit, the times
That was in
they are
Sony's.
changing.
Yeah, but they already have one coming out with Black Ops 3, so they really had no reason to show more of it.
What was that?
They already have Black Ops 3 in the making, and they've shown off a lot about it already, so I don't really see them showing off more about it, unlike the other previous ones where they didn't have much to show about it before.
Well,
Yeah.
you never know. This
Black
is
Ops 3 was
Microsoft.
in the Sony press conference, but the reason why it wasn't there is because we had two more shooters shown off. Gears of War 4-ish.
Yeah.
I want to say Mass Effect, the new Mass Effect was also shown off, but I could be confusing that with EA. And, of
Halo.
course, the opening being Halo 5 Guardians.
So that's
Mass
so
Effect.
boring.
Mass Effect was EA, and there were in the Microsoft. There are two Tom Clancy games. Those are shooters, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes, they are.
technically.
Yeah.
The other... Oh, yeah, go ahead.
No, I'm just looking. I'm looking at your site right now of all the rundown, just to get the
Alright.
notes right.
The other major thing at the Microsoft press conference was their attempt at VR by showing off Minecraft using the VR technology.
I
Which-
stopped watching at that point. By that
I
point.
will openly admit the VR tech looks really cool. However, it's one of those things that I need to use it before I believe that this actually does what it's showing off. Because I'm an AV tech, I know the illusion of camera, I know that could be over-exaggerated. So,
Well, yeah, most things at E3 are exaggerated. So you
Yeah.
have to take everything with a grain of salt.
one other thing is they're doing the one thing that I want all consoles to do at launch.
Have
Backwards
fans.
compatibility.
Oh, thank God.
And only now they decided to do it.
Well,
Yeah.
technically, you're also going to think that it's for selected games only. And just say somebody's going to be coming out with a remake, they're not going to be allowing the backwards compatibility.
Yeah.
So it's a bit iffy on what they're going to do with it. So I can't really take it seriously at the moment.
It's better than nothing, at least, but the way they're handling it is you put the 360 game into the console, it downloads basically a ROM of that to the Xbox One, and then you can play it on the Xbox One. So, it's...
If it weren't the Xbox One, I would be impressed.
yeah.
But
Well-
the fact remained is that it's the Xbox One.
Yeah.
In case no one could tell, none of us here are really fans of the Xbox One.
Gee, what gave it
Well,
away?
I would have been if, depending on what Rare showed off, and I'm really not interested in what their new IP.
Yeah.
I thought they were
sorry.
going to, like most people thought they were going to do something with one of their old IPs, but I guess the collection's pretty cool.
Yeah, actually, does anyone really want to talk about the Rare collection? Aside from Jeremy?
Was
I
it?
admit I'm not familiar with it. What got announced?
It was a whole like 30 games, $30 of the old games with like a whole bunch of the the only ones I'm
guys have
interested in,
that
Banjo Kazooie and
Perfect Dark was there, Conker's Bad
yeah,
Fur
Conker's
Day
Bad
was
Fur.
there.
I
It
mean-
depends what Conker's game it is. If it's the one for Xbox 360, it's going to be bad. If it's the one for N64, it's going to be good.
I would be interested in the N64 version.
Does this count as Rare actually using their games for something new? Because it just doesn't seem like it.
I would
Depends on what you
count,
define glorious ports.
I would count it, but then with it's at least something.
Yeah.
Yeah, at least,
Um,
yeah.
But then they have the new IP, what I can't even remember what the name was. And that just doesn't look as good as what they could have done with like a new Banjo or like with actual new Conkers or I don't know, some of their other IPs. Those are the only two I'm really interested in. But
Rare fans are going to hate me for saying this, but I think we're not going to be seeing any more Banjo. With most of the development team now working on Yooka-Laylee, I think that they're going to let Banjo-Kazooie die, let Yooka-Laylee take its place, because
Not
a
now.
lot of Rare fans would rather
Out.
have
No,
a
I'm
not
recording something,
Banjo-Kazooie
get
with
out.
the feel of Banjo-Kazooie rather than another Nuts and
Nuts
Bolts.
and Bolts wasn't that bad. It's like as a Banjo-Kazooie game, it was not good, but as a game, it really wasn't that bad.
I've got nothing to say on nuts and bolts because I haven't got nuts and bolts.
Anyway,
But
let's get back
I've
to
just been.
E3.
I mean, nuts and
Yeah.
bolts doesn't look broken. It looks like it works on like Sonic games nowadays, but it's just not Banjo-Kazooie. Although
We'll get to Fire and Ice.
although there have been rumors that there is going to be Connect Banjo-Kazooie.
Oh, God,
Although I'm not too sure about that.
I don't even want to think about how that would work.
Me neither. It's a nightmare I don't want to get into.
Yeah. So, anything else from Microsoft?
Tomb Raider, that was again shown at the Square Enix conference for whatever reason.
Yeah, we'll get to. I've got some words to say on Square when we get to them, but
Right.
Rise of the Tomb Raider does look kind of good. I'm glad the fact they're actually putting Tomb Raider back into Tomb Raider.
Right.
But the last Tomb Raider game I played was Tomb Raider 1 for the PlayStation 1.
Right.
For some reason I can say that, but I can't say that I've played the original Ratchet and Clank, which I'll get to later.
You absolutely should get to that later. Holy
Yes.
shit.
Well, seeing as it's being basically reimagined for PlayStation 4,
Oh, God,
I
that
was-
was so good.
when I said I'll get to it later, I meant I'll get to it after we've gone through all the press conferences, because I've got that on my list.
Alright, sorry, go on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If no one's got anything else to say for Microsoft, let's get to sports, Battlefront, sports.
Next.
A little
Anyway.
issue with that. I think EA might be sick or taking pills or something. There was no sports this year.
There was 3.
Oh, really?
What?
Yeah, they spent a lot of time focusing on FIFA because they had Pele on stage.
I have no idea who
I
that is.
skipped entirely over EA
thought
after
you said-
seeing them at Microsoft. And seeing them, it's like, oh yeah, you can get cheap games if you sign up for this. Like, a couple people were clapping, that was it. People were sick of
Yeah.
EA.
With the EA one, I purposely skipped all the sports games because there's not much more you can really do with FIFA. Every single game is just soccer.
Except with
There's going
different
to be
skins.
little tweaks to it, but it's soccer.
It's soccer.
Football.
Okay,
Football.
just not as a video game.
Yeah. So, but yeah, like, they finally showed off gameplay for Star Wars Battlefront.
Looks pretty good. I don't care about shooters and I don't care about Star Wars, so you know what? I don't care in this game.
Seconded.
Well, I care a little bit more for Star Wars just because I like sci-fi stuff, but I'll probably play the Battlefront 2 before I play this one.
Right.
Yeah, I would have a little bit more liking for the Battlefront 3 if I actually played Battlefront 2. Or anything to do with Battlefront, really.
Yeah.
Oh, here's an interesting thing. Mirror's Edge is getting a new game.
Yeah,
Oh
well,
shit, seriously?
it's not
Mirror's
a
Edge,
new game. It's
Catalyst.
Catalyst,
yeah, it's not the two that we thought it was going to be when they first revealed it. I thought
I still want it.
yeah, it's going to be cool, but I mean, it's not like a sequel.
According to EA, it's focusing on her backstory,
Huh.
primarily. It's a prequel.
I got no complaints with that.
Alright. That.
I would have more to
it's-
talk about with Mirror's Edge, but the only time I've played it was with the Oculus Rift, and
That's a bad way to start playing that game.
You okay? You need a barf bag there?
no, I'm good.
I ended up
hope.
almost like breaking the in-game's back by using the Oculus and the way I was turning my head. It looked like it almost broke his back. Yeah, it didn't end up well.
The Oculus is good. It's just you really need to get used to it, especially if you're prone to motion sickness like me.
Especially when you're
dread
going
what Portal
straight
2's
into
like.
hardcore parkour simulator there.
Right.
A great,
Not the worst I could
great
have played, at
first
least.
outing.
I know one game that could have been a lot worse than Hardcore Parkour Mirror's Edge.
Oh god.
I don't know.
Okay, that settles it. I'm putting up a counter.
Yeah.
Portal 2. Imagine Portal 2 with the Oculus.
Ooh, yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, or Portal 3.
That wouldn't end well.
I kind of want to talk about Portal after we do all of E3 because there is one interesting game I've seen. You know what I'm talking about.
Yep, I linked it to you.
Yeah. It's just. I'll talk about later.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess the next thing then would be, unless if anyone's got anything else on EA, we're flying through these, aren't we?
Well, there's
Oh yeah, because we
not
haven't
much
gotten
we
to the
can
nitty
talk
gritty.
about it to Nintendo.
Yeah. Then next would be, we're sorry for forgetting to render the faces, Ubisoft. We're sorry.
Ah, what did they fuck up this time?
They haven't fucked up anything yet, and they've got some games in there that I'm actually really curious about, but
Suspicious.
they basically said, yeah, we're sorry for forgetting to render the faces in Unity.
Yeah, but that's like the funniest thing. That is hilarious to see some of the glitches you can pull off in Unity. They made like the bad game somewhat bearable because of all the glitches. It's kind of like Sonic 06 in that way.
Some of the glitches are funny, but forgetting to render the faces in, I think they were pre-rendered cutscenes as well, so...
Yeah, exactly.
It's just a beautiful thing.
Oops.
It's its own kind of art.
But yeah, new Assassin's Creed now set in the Industrial Revolution.
I'm sick of Assassin's Creed.
Anno 2205, which looks like more sci-fi SimCity where you've got no space limitations, which I really want to play. Because not only do you get to colonize Earth, you get to colonize the moon.
Okay, that does sound kind of cool.
But do you know what the
Why
best
you
thing
just
about it
colonize
is,
other
though?
planets?
The best thing about it is it's not made by E EA.
Yes.
Yes.
There it goes again.
The other big thing from Ubisoft for me was, because I like arcadey races, in case you couldn't tell by the fact I enjoy Mario Kart 8 so much, Trackmania Turbo, and it looks amazing.
Didn't you say there's another game that featured a cat on a unicorn or something?
Ah, yeah, DLC for Trials.
Oh.
That has a cat with guns riding a fire-breathing unicorn, because why the hell not?
Now,
Why the
if,
fuck not?
if that isn't cool enough, I don't know what is.
Gotta have more franchises that just run on rule of cool.
Yeah. I actually think that was the presenter's way of saying it as well, because why the hell not?
Exactly.
Oh, I like that. I like that kind of thinking.
Yeah.
Nitty gritty realism can only get you so far before it starts getting super boring.
Yeah, that's when.
Another thing that gets super boring from Ubisoft, another Just Dance.
Oh god.
You know, Just Dance is like it's like the kids' bop of video games, really.
Yeah.
I mean, it's enjoyable for the kids, sure, enjoyable for the casuals, but really, do you really want to pay for that?
Well, it is
Yeah,
funny
especially
when
in-
you go
Yes.
to such events like PAX, and then you see an Iron Man and a War Machine dance on a Just Dance. It's hilarious.
It is kind of amazing that the novelty hasn't worn off yet.
Yeah.
All you need is new songs to keep polishing it. It's like EA sports games.
The major features with this new Just Dance is, well, yes, it's going to be on the last generation of consoles, so the PS3, 360, and Wii still haven't died yet.
Okay, no?
The Wii U, PS4, and Xbox versions are going to have a streaming service where you can get more songs. So I'm guessing this is going to be... They're trying to have this as the last main Just Dance, because instead of making a new Just Dance game, they just released DLC.
Well, the last one until
Basically.
the new generation of consoles.
Yeah.
Well, I guess makes sense why they would release it on the previous gen. I mean, things like I think it was like the Dreamcast and one of the other Sega's old consoles. Games were being released until like 2007.
The PlayStation 2 is the longest surviving console of all time. They were still making games for it way into the PS3's life cycle.
Yeah.
And I still haven't gotten a PS3.
Nor have I. And those Kingdom Hearts HD remasters are looking really tasty right about now.
Yeah, I know.
If
Speaking
only
of
they were on the
which,
PS4.
They may get to them, but
Now there's a sentence I'm never going to hear again. If only it was on the PS4.
at least it's better than if only it was on the Xbox.
yeah.
Yeah. So, after Ubisoft was what people think, who people think won E3. That's debatable personally, but Sony.
Yeah, that had some
Ah,
pretty good.
Sony.
That's some pretty good news, but half of it I didn't care about.
Sony, I have one major problem with. Whoever was running the vision mixer for that should be fired, because the people watching the streams, if there's something on the screen, they want it to be focused on the screen, not the audience.
Wow,
But-
really?
What, you don't want
Yeah.
to see the audience cheering at everything that you can't see?
No, I'd rather see what they're cheering for, so that way I can cheer.
That's nonsense. That's not how press conferences are supposed to work.
That's the one. Every other press conference was fine. It's just Sony that did that, and I hope that the person who was vision mixing for that, or the person telling the vision mixer what to do, gets fired for that, because that's disgraceful. Though that's just my AV side talking.
So,
yeah, that was pure anger there for a second.
Sounds like you're a bit
Oh,
salty
it's not
there.
as bad as some of the other things I've seen. You've seen me in regards to Age of Extinction.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
Nah, they had some pretty decent things. I mean, that made the internet pretty much break in terms of gaming side of things, with the Final Fantasy VII, Shenmue, however you pronounce that, 3 being on
Shenmue.
Shenmue 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
The
back.
Last Guardian finally gets to take wings according to all the articles that they've been posting about it.
Yeah.
And I
Finally.
don't care,
Well,
honestly.
it's good to actually see it instead of
It's good to see it in action.
instead of being one trailer 3 years ago or 4 years ago. And
It's good to finally see it in action, but from what they showed of it, it's just...
well, at least they got a release date.
True.
True.
Wait, what game is this?
The last
The
The
one.
Last Guardian.
Oh.
Sequel to Ico and Shadow of the Colossus.
Yep.
Yeah, that game.
I'm not a particular fan of how they're rendering the feathers for that griffin-ish thing.
To be fair, they first announced it on the PS3,
Yeah.
and now they're bringing it onto the PS4. So I would have had to redo a whole bunch of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah.
I'm just hoping that gets a little bit more polished, but
Probably
apart
do.
from that, I've got nothing really to say on The Last Guardian. I need a little bit more info for it. Just see a little bit more of it in action.
Yeah.
Right.
Looks pretty. Not a lot else to say at this point.
Yeah, that's basically it.
Yeah.
What else? Final Fantasy VII, like I mentioned.
I'm probably gonna pick up that version of Final Fantasy VII just because I haven't played Final Fantasy VII at all.
Same.
But the big Final Fantasy announcement that I'm more excited for, just because it looks absolutely adorable, World of Final Fantasy.
That's in the
World of
Square
Final
Enix one,
Fantasy?
right?
It was also in Sony's.
Oh.
It just looks absolutely adorable.
Not familiar with that announcement.
It came right before Final Fantasy VII, so a lot of people just shrugged it off.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't
I
hear a
was-
single thing about that.
I'll see if I can pull up the trailer.
Yeah,
I
now
suppose that remake would be a tough act to come before and after.
Yeah. Considering it's regarded as one of the greatest RPGs of all time.
I
There's
hear that
so
a lot.
many better ones.
Liam, if that was the logic that got games remade, we would have had an Earthbound remake ages ago.
Speaking
would
of
have had
which,
Mother
Earthbound
3.
Legends.
wait, what?
Oh, so we're moving
Earthbound
on to Nintendo
Beginnings,
now.
actually. Mother 1 finally getting released in English-speaking countries.
What looks
Yes.
so good. I know it's just
Wait,
a port,
really?
but still.
Yeah,
Yep.
dead serious.
It was
did not
announced
hear
right
about
before
that.
the Nintendo World. It was announced right before the World Championship.
Oh.
Like
I
it was the
didn't see
last thing that they did before they got everyone on stage.
It was so good to see it being released and right before the massive tournament. It's like you could have
Yeah.
picked a better time. Well, I mean, you could have put it in the E3 stuff, but that's besides the point.
Now, I'm guessing now they're hoping that people will shut up about Mother 3.
No,
Oh,
yes,
we're
they
not
won't.
going
You won't
to.
No,
dare
no,
shut up about
no.
that.
They gave us the first game, not the third game. Get it right.
I wouldn't be surprised if they
If
do
you're-
over like the next year or two, just bring out Mother 3 in English.
If you're gonna get Lucas in Smash, just get us 3, okay?
What are your thoughts on this, Mr. Fan?
Fan.
Okay,
Everybody take a shot.
Fan is fascinating.
Shot.
Sorry, I don't have anything to drink, so...
Yeah. It's just funny now, so...
Yeah, I get it. But, anyway, with the... What part of Nintendo do we start off first, though? With World Championships, I'm guessing?
I'd say World Championship.
Oh
what
my
is World
god,
Championship?
how many... Like, they pick so many of the good best streamers to bring up on stage. Trihex, Cosmo, Bananas, and, they also had the Game Grumps guy. It's like, you couldn't have picked, like, a better cast.
Yeah. And none of them won.
Well, the thing is, like, I saw the, with the Smash Brothers fight during one of the final rounds, with Cosmo in it, picking Roy and not Zelda, like he usually goes with. It's like, are you kidding me? Pick the character you're better at. Have a better chance of making it through the finals.
He still made it through,
Yeah,
so...
but by the skin of his teeth.
Yeah. It was still a good fight, though.
Congratulations.
And the other big thing from the World Championship, Super Mario Maker.
Oh my god, those stages.
And those chaotic levels.
You know,
which
but
are apparently now going to be bundled in with Super Mario Maker at launch.
Oh boy.
I really want to try the final round one, just to see how easy, like if it's easy or not. Because it looked really easy from one guy's perspective, but from the other one, it looked very difficult.
Yeah.
But
Mario Maker just doesn't really look that interesting to me.
They announced a lot of stuff for Mario Maker, including amiibo support, where you can play as the Wii Fit trainer in Super Mario Maker,
And Link.
play as Martha and Link, and Isabelle.
Because why not?
well, I mean, though they play pretty much identical to the actual Mario, but then their ending animation is all different. Like the Wii Fit trainer, when she hits the flagpole, she goes down holding the bar with, like, I forget what the move is called, but it's like her legs sticking out and just holding, pulling herself up with her hands. It looked really cool.
I think the Wii Fit trainer also has some audio files attached to her, so she'll actually say the moves as well, so that's a nice touch.
Let's have a good stretch.
The only thing missing now, for the ultimate irony, and I'm holding it in my hand right now, Sonic Amiibo.
Oh my god, that'd be hilarious.
Just seeing Sonic going through World 1-1.
Being slower than Mario in every single way.
Yeah.
Let that happen, please. Alright, so what else from Nintendo's E3? Oh, Star Fox.
Yep,
Star Fox.
The Star Fox. That was such a stupid sketch to begin with.
Am I the only person in the world who actually likes the Muppets?
I liked it. I just thought
better
it was
better
stupid
than Robot
also.
Chicken. Better than Robot Chicken.
Yeah.
I do. The Muppet scenes have good gifts with them. It was pretty funny. I don't really have that much problems with the Muppets. I mean, it was stupid, but it wasn't bad.
Reggie looked
It
hilarious.
was comically stupid. Yeah.
Yes.
My puppet body is ready.
Oh my
And then Miyamoto's smile, the whole time, it looks so creepy. It's like just giving you nightmare fuel.
I
think the funniest one of them though is when Reggie went, I wonder what's next, and then the invincibility theme plays, and then you just see them all dancing.
Yeah, it's the best. Can I have a Miyamoto puppet, please? Muppet, whatever.
What would you do with it?
I don't know.
want to know.
Hanging up. People.
Yeah, Star Fox looks interesting. It doesn't make me want to get it, but at least maybe try it.
It's kind of stupid how they opened up with it, because it looked like the biggest game that they showed. I guess they wanted to get out the fastest.
It's because everyone knew it was coming.
Yeah, they
If
had.
they didn't announce it last year, they would have saved it for their closing title and just have new Star Fox. But
Right.
because everyone knew it was coming, it was like, you guys know it's coming, just here it is.
What I find
Well,
very
by that logic, we would have had the Fallout 4 announcement first up, because they actually announced it a week before E3.
Yeah, true, but
A week,
it was still.
a year
I'm
is a
guessing
bit
because of how
different.
much they had to show off for it. I think that's the reason why they saved it for last.
Plus, you know
Or-
the massive fake out they had before they showed Fallout was well done, but wasn't good enough.
No one was
I
buying
know,
that.
but it was still a good effort.
Speaking
like
of
a good
fake
just
outs,
joke.
speaking of fake outs and excitement, wait to get how they played with my emotions in Square Enix's. Oh my god, that was terrible.
We've still got some more stuff for Nintendo though.
I
So
know.
up next,
But wait,
the-
one thing about Star Fox I found really interesting. You know how the R-wing turns into the little chicken-looking
Chicken Walker.
Yes,
I'm
Chicken
glad.
Walker.
I'm glad they brought that. It is
That
so
was
cool.
it. That was actually an idea that was scrapped from a Star Fox game that never got released, Star Fox 2 for the
Yeah.
SNES. That was like I really like how they carried that idea from an unofficial game to this game. I thought that was amazing.
Yeah.
Although I do find lazy how they kind of redid the Corneria level for like the first part.
Well, doesn't like all the Star Fox games start with in Corneria?
Yeah.
though?
Yeah. The other thing is Star Fox Zero is another reimagining of Star Fox 1 and Star Fox 64.
Right.
So
Well, I thought it was a whole different game.
that's what I've been hearing. At least I'm not too sure. I could be horribly wrong. In which case, feel free to send all your hate towards me. I'm probably going to be the only one who gets it.
Yep, give it to him.
Yep.
Not me. Leave me out of this. Sorry, go on.
Yeah. So
I mean, Star Fox Zero.
that's what I heard at least.
Star Fox Zero looks like one of the strongest games in the Direct. There's another strongest game, but we'll get to it when we get to it.
So
Yeah.
I forgot what was next in the lineup for Nintendo.
Skylanders.
Oh yeah.
Next.
No, this it was better. At least it's not like an whole game based around amiibo. It was just like a small little thing to use, have like an extra use.
There was a whole game based around Amiibo announced later on.
Well, yeah,
We'll get to
but
that one.
that's like specialized for a certain franchise. I meant using all the amiibo.
Yeah.
That's not Smash.
I still think that's going to be coming eventually. I talked about it in the pre-E3 show. Right, but I still think that people have been talking about a Nintendo Land 2 built around the Amiibo.
Yeah. I just don't know about a game strictly based around Amiibo. That just sounds like buy our toys to me.
Yeah,
Well, everyone's already
I really
buying
don't
them
want
already,
them to do
so
it. Yeah.
give a little bit.
I
of
really don't want them to do that, especially considering as for the rest of the world, not including here for some reason, you guys are still failing to get said Amiibo. Isn't that right?
Oh, I've got all the amiibo I want, but sure.
Well, America's still having shortages, so
I got-
it was more aimed
I
at
got
Marissa.
most of the amiibo I want. One amiibo I want, Jigglypuff. I saw it on PlayAsia for like $20. I'm like, maybe. I gotta save my money. I mean, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 amiibo on my desk right now.
I've got all 6 in mine, but they announced so many more that I really want to get. Those Mabel and Isabel amiibos.
But yeah,
I
Isabel,
I want Toda KK.
Game & Watch looks really interesting though.
Yeah.
Game & Watch looks more than I expected.
I was
mean, at
wondering
least
how they were going to do it. Like if they were going to go with the 2D thing or not.
He's just a thick piece of plastic. That's all he is.
Yeah,
An interchangeable piece of plastic at that.
Wait, really?
yeah,
Yeah.
He comes with alternate poses.
yeah. He has like the 9 sign and then I think the hammer as well. I may be incorrect about the second.
Parachute.
Parachute.
Alright.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Also, Rob amiibo. That looks pretty good.
The
I
two,
want that
two
Rob.
different Rob amiibos.
The Japanese one is going to be most sought out for.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hopefully it doesn't become like the whole gold Mario and silver Mario, where there's like a limited
And-
amount of them.
Yeah.
And
And then, of course, CJ, Olimar, not Dark Pit, and Palutena.
Palutena
Yes.
was announced ages ago though.
I've got them on pre-order.
Yeah.
I've had them on pre-order for months.
So, yeah. The other thing, while we're still on the subject of Amiibo, Animal Crossing Happy Homemaker. this direct finally convinced me to actually pick it up along with New Leaf. So
I'm not getting... I already have enough troubles trying to design my own home. I don't need more troubles trying to design other people's homes.
What? Okay,
Fascinating thoughts, Sister
fan. Ah!
Jesus
Good
Christ.
God.
It sounds like you're trying to use a fire extinguisher.
Sorry, I am. There's a fire in my house at the moment.
Okay.
Alright,
So...
one thing I want to say about Animal Crossing. Alright, no core Animal Crossing games are announced, but at least they're doing something with them. You know, I do like how they're doing spin-offs with them.
Yeah.
That kind of sums up Nintendo's E3 press conference in a nutshell. It's like, aside from Star Fox, there aren't a lot of whole new games, but they're doing something.
Spin-offs.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we've got Hyrule Warriors
Oh my
Legends,
god,
which I'm going to pick up along with the Wii U
cannot
version.
wait until that comes out because I actually
might
finally
get
be able
that.
to play it.
I might get that.
Yoshi's Woolly World, in which case, more look at the amiibo support, including Samus Yoshi and Inkling Girl Yoshi.
And Mario.
I did not see.
We've seen Mario.
Yes, but it looks so creepy.
Yeah, still. I believe you said it best, CJ, when they announced the amiibos for it. What was that again, you said?
I have absolutely no idea.
I think it was something along the lines of they're squishy, they're fluffy, and I want 50.
Ah, yes. Yes, that would be it.
An army of...
Well, something around those lines.
And it's, I want 60, actually. I've upped the
60,
amount
sorry.
of Yoshis I want.
I wish they were in more colors.
I think we're going to be getting more colours of them.
Good. I want one of each. Chop chop.
The whole army of them.
Why can't we have as many patterns as in that one Yoshi's Woolly World commercial?
Exactly. I want a
Because
Wii
then we
Fit
would have more
trainer.
Yoshis than we would have Pokemon.
We
So,
can't have
And
that.
I would be okay with that.
I would be too.
Okay then. Especially considering as all but 3 of the amiibos I've seen have got support in Yoshi's Woolly World by the looks of it. The only 3 being the 3 obvious: Mega Man, Pac-Man, and Sonic.
Yeah.
Those 3 we haven't seen
And
yet.
Pikachu, but whatever.
Oh yeah, and the Pokemon ones.
Yeah.
Though admittedly a Lucario Yoshi would be absolutely adorable.
I would love that. I would love a Pikachu Yoshi. Can you imagine like a little yellow Yoshi with little red cheeks? It would be so cute.
Well, I mean, if you just stopped at the yellow Yoshi part, I was like, yes, I can imagine that. Isn't there already one of them?
Fascinating thoughts, Mr. Fan.
Anyway,
Even it's getting hyped over Yoshi amiibos.
Yes.
Waffle.
the new Zelda game looks pretty good, though. Not the remake.
Not 4 Swords for the 3DS.
3 swords.
Yeah, 3 Swords Adventures. It looks really good, like how to work together and actually having online capabilities since having like nobody else to play with.
Yeah.
It's not like those Game Boy games where it basically soloed everything instead of actually using the multiplayer.
Yeah.
Well, this you can solo. It's just going to be more fun having multiple people. And you then with this one, and unlike Adventures, you don't have to get the Game Boys and the Game Boy adapters and God, that was hard to play.
It's
Yeah.
just a mess.
On the subject of that style of multiplayer, rant incoming for this one.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
Metroid Prime Federation Force. People, it doesn't look that bad.
Yeah, I'm sick of hearing old crap about that.
I mean, yeah.
There's a petition now to have it cancelled.
I mean, this is what happens when you ask for a new Metro game. You want a new Metro game? This is what you get. Now you're just gonna
And now you're all bitching and moaning.
Oh my god.
I do like the funny thing is at least what I find hilarious is when they showed off the soccer like game in the World Championships, everyone was on board with it, and then as soon as they saw Metroid, they just ripped it to shreds.
Yeah. When they announced it for the World Championship, I saw a lot of people going, this looks an awful lot like a new Metroid. And then it turns out it is a new Metroid, and people are hating it. This is why we can't have nice things.
No, there's a lot of reasons why we can't have nice things. This just counts to one of them.
This is why we can't have a nice Metroid. Happy?
Well, no,
If
but
they cancel
That's besides the point.
Federation Force, 10 bucks says they're not going to make a new Metroid, or at least they're going to delay their Metroid because of it.
Yeah,
Just to spite
that's the
them.
thing I keep saying to people. Everyone, if this gets enough hate, it's going to tell them people don't want a new Metroid. So we're not going to get a new Metroid for the people who actually want a new Metroid.
People are ruining everything.
That's what the internet does best.
Yeah.
No,
So-
I'm not sure if you saw, but with the new Metroid game, they on like I think it was Game Explain's video of it. It's got like the most dislikes. Like it just got extreme amount of dislikes just because of what the game is and not because of how bad the footage.
Was that the most
Yeah.
disliked game of all E3?
I
Yeah,
think
pretty
so
much.
at the rate they're going.
Oh my god.
Even with Anita Sarkeesian hating on Doom and Fallout 4, it's still getting more hate.
Yeah, let's not talk about her.
Yeah. That's all you get of her on this
No.
site. Moving on.
We should
Moving
name
on.
it- her name will be banned.
Yeah.
Just censor her name.
On something a little bit more cheerful. New Paper Mario game and new Mario and Luigi game.
Cross-
all in one!
Crossover!
It actually looks really good.
That
It looks amazing.
that game
And
is
the
probably
best thing
the-
about it,
what?
the best thing I've seen about it so far, they showed off the Papercraft tank battles in the
fan.
Treehouse event,
Fan.
and all the toads dancing, carrying a giant Papercraft Mario tank. It looks absolutely adorable. I want it.
That's hilarious.
With the clever writing of the Superstar Saga series and Paper Mario, it is just going to be fun. Oh, that game
for
looks so
sure.
amazing.
I can't wait just to see how the story takes place of how Paper Mario gets into the Mario and Luigi world.
Right?
Yeah. They've shown off some of the things about it. They showed off how Paper Mario is really unique compared to Mario and Luigi. You can make about 6 Paper Marios to fight in one battle, including being able to chain attacks. And Paper Mario also folds up to all these different things. Like there's a sequence when you're running away from Petty Piranha, and Paper Mario turns into a paper plane. So when Petty Piranha launches an attack, the Mario brother has to jump up, grab onto Paper Mario, so that the attack can go past it.
So yeah,
It looks better when you actually see it.
yeah.
Yeah.
They seem to be bringing a lot of elements from what's the game called? Thousand Year Door,
Yeah.
and also the 3 hammer attacks look amazing. Trying to break those massive blocks. With being able to use Mario Luigi's hammer and then finishing off with Paper Mario's hammer.
Yeah.
It's just that every little added thing helps the game sell, and they've done such a good job so far.
That giant paper mallet, or papercraft mallet, to do a special attack in battles.
Yeah. That looks really good.
Paper Mario shurikens. Nuff said.
Don't get a paper cut.
Yeah, that would actually hurt. So that would actually hurt a lot. But yeah, that game looks really good, and I'm totally going to pre-order it next time I go up to GB Games.
Alright.
The other... Was Mario Tennis Ultra Smash showed
Yeah.
off in the direct?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, so
It's
the
just.
only sports game I actually mentioned in all those posts, Mario Tennis.
Excuse me. Mario Tennis, I mean, they didn't show a bunch of things off, but, you know, it's tennis. The only thing I really found interesting in that game is you can turn big, but that looks super cheap.
It did look super cheap, especially when they showed it off in the treehouse.
Right?
But admittedly, there is a little bit of funniness to a giant Mario versus a giant Bowser playing tennis.
Or how about Tiny Mario versus Giant Bowser?
Yeah, that too.
so Super Mario Galaxy 2, basically,
Yeah, it's,
just with tennis
Yeah.
instead of saving planets.
well, actually, the final boss of Galaxy 2 is basically tennis.
Oh, well,
You-
yeah, actually.
You're ground pounding balls into Bowser. So yeah, it is tennis.
No, it's the newest Mario Galaxy game. Please understand.
God. What does the big mushroom do? Like, does it add any effects, or
I think
does
it just makes your attacks stronger, it makes you bigger.
Okay,
Cheap is what it is.
okay then. C. I don't think I'm going to get it.
Yeah.
Oh, what about quote unquote Animal Crossing Wii U? Just in quotations.
It looks adorable. I'm hoping that it's not what they're advertising and that it's basically Amiibo Party from Mario Party 10. I'm hoping it has some refinements to it, and I also hope that there's a mode that doesn't use the Amiibos. For the people who, for whatever reason, don't want to get any of the Animal Crossing Amiibos, even though they're ridiculously adorable and you have no soul if you don't get them.
Also, they're bundled with them, so.
I think one of them is bundled. I'm not too sure which one, though.
Something tells me that this is going to be a better board game than Mario Party 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, but pretty much any board game is better than Mario Party 10.
I'm kind of excited for it, actually. I mean...
They showed it off in the Treehouse event, and it looks absolutely adorable.
I do, I want to play KK Slider. And first time I saw it, I'm like, oh, Animal Crossing Wii U! Animal Crossing Wii U! Oh, it's a board game.
Womp womp.
Although, it does look like a nice board game, so I can't complain.
Yeah. So what else was there? I've got one other game from Nintendo on a few other games from Nintendo on here, but they weren't in the direct.
Xenoblade Chronicles X.
Yes, my god, that looks good.
Jeremy, go ahead because I tuned out for that one.
No, I didn't get to catch all of it, but it looks like just a more refined Xenoblade Chronicles. It's going to be interesting to see how some of the gameplay aspects fit in. It's like if they're going to go with Monado or if they're going to go with some other overpowered weapon. And like if they're going to have the same, I don't know. There's too little details to really get a feel for the games because all they did was show gameplay, and I didn't see any of the treehouse stuff. So.
There's one thing that... Oh, sorry, continue.
No, I wasn't speaking anymore.
There's one thing that really confuses me about Xenoblade Chronicles X. In the first Xenoblade Chronicles, it's very clear that the world takes place on a Titan in the middle of the ocean, like two of them, right?
Yeah.
Then where is space?
Above them?
Where is space? Where does space fit into all this?
They had advanced their technology a bit, and since they at the end, I don't want to say too much about it because it does go into spoiler territory.
I have to see the ending to Xenoblade Chronicles then.
Yeah, it's there's like they get some new technology and some new help, I'm guessing, and they're able to build a ship. What confuses me though is that the ship says USA on the side of it. So I don't.
Gotta sneak that patriotism in somewhere.
Yeah, but I mean, does it mean that
For all we know,
like all the people are from Earth and they land on Bionis?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it'd be interesting to see. I wouldn't be against it.
You kind of dropped out there.
I was saying it's like I wouldn't be against the against it being that some humans from Earth find where the Bionis and Mechonis are, and they crash.
Right.
That could be interesting. I will admit that every time I look at Xenoblade Chronicles X, I'm getting more and more curious about it, but it's not enough curious to pick it up yet.
You should play Xenoblade Chronicles first. It's a really good game.
I need a new 3DS or find a Wii copy.
Then
Alright.
do that.
Money.
Just
Alright,
do it.
two more games we have to cover. I mean, there's Yokai Watch. I don't know what that is.
It seems to be
It's
Pokemon, but a different franchise.
Oh yeah, that looks weird. It looks like some sort of weird mobile freemium type game. I don't really care about it. Alright, so the two games. The Fire Emblem games.
Yes. Yes.
I've got nothing to say. I don't like Fire Emblem.
I like the fact that they've changed the title from Fire Emblem If to Fire Emblem Fates.
Right.
Every time I look at Fire Emblem Fates, I'm getting more and more excited for it. I really want to pick it up. But the big one for me, because I've seen it in action now, because they had the Treehouse, I don't know what its new name is, because I don't particularly care enough to get it, so I'm just going to call it the original name. Shin Megami Tensei Cross Fire Emblem.
Ugh,
That looks so good.
it looks awful.
I like it.
It looks awful.
Well, this is coming from the person who has never played a Persona game or a Shin Megami Tensei game, so...
Okay, sorry, let me rephrase everything. Okay, so the game itself doesn't look too bad, but it does not look like Shin Megami Tensei at all.
Okay, that's
Like, how much do you actually know about the franchise?
not a thing,
Alright,
honestly.
okay, well, I admit I'm not entirely knowledgeable in the franchise either because I'm mostly a Persona player, but the franchise is basically about fighting demons and gods with the help of other demons and gods so that you can recruit demons and gods to your party.
So it's like Persona.
So, basically Persona, only instead of like having, personas, they're the actual physical gods.
Right.
It's not just like a figment of your imagination.
Based on what they showed off at the Direct, that's how they're going with this new one as well. You only get to play as them in battles. Like, I don't know how they're looking like it because it still looks more like Marth, but Dark Crom you can only get in dungeons. And that's how they're representing it. Instead of gods, it's the Fire Emblem characters.
Ugh.
Yeah, but why is it set, and this is really bugging me, why is it set on a stage where all the characters are Japanese idol singers? That could not be any less Shin Megami Tensei.
Because Super Mario Bros. 2 and how popular that obviously was, and it being set on being like a dream.
There's actually-
stage. I don't know.
There's a better answer than
I'm
that.
just making shit up.
It was in an interview a while ago, the developer of Fire Emblem said he really wants to make a modern Fire Emblem game. So not set in past where you've got swords, lances and all that, but in modern times. Which I think is the reason why this crossover is based in modern day Tokyo.
So
Then just,
how are the Fire Emblem characters going to cross over like that?
They use guns,
We don't know yet.
obviously.
Crossovers.
Yeah,
are
They're
none of-
keeping
none
they're
of this
keeping that
shit makes any
secret.
sense to me. It just doesn't.
I think it's one of the games where you've got to actually have it out and so that you know what the story's about before you can make a solid opinion. From a gameplay perspective, I think it looks interesting. If I like it, I'll probably get into the Shin Megami Tensei series. Because I think that's the point of this, is to get the SMT fans to check out Fire Emblem and the Fire Emblem fans to check out SMT and maybe even Persona.
Well, that's going to be a problem because the Shin Megami Tensei franchise is notorious for being pretty elitist about its games. The phrase, play a real Shin Megami Tensei game, is used a lot. But, I don't know, I just got a bad feel about this, Scoob. That's all I got to say.
I'm interested. I'm going to pick it up, but that's really all I've got to say on it at the moment. I'm
Yeah.
excited from a curiosity perspective.
Fair enough. And I don't want to shit on anybody's fun, but I just don't feel right about any of this. Whatever.
Yeah. Alright, so next up we got Square Enix. Are we moving on after? Is there anything in Nintendo that we want to say?
Well, everything else wasn't in the Direct, so we'll save it for in the Treehouse-ish events later on.
Right.
So, yeah, Square Enix.
There's only one game I care about, and that's Kingdom Hearts 3. So
Yeah.
I won't really be saying anything until that gets brought up.
Alright, let's wait. Just like how Square Enix does, let's wait a little bit until we get into the meat of Kingdom Hearts 3. Which honestly isn't a lot.
Yeah, they didn't show
My
up
big
all.
problem with the entirety of Square Enix's conference was we'll have more information soon appeared way too much.
Yeah.
It was almost as if they had nothing really to show for any of these.
I
Like, they showed a lot of Just Cause 3, they showed a lot, considering how much we got in the past, of Kingdom Hearts 3. We saw, and everything else was either rehashing stuff we had seen from other conferences, or we're just announcing this now, we've got nothing really to say other than we're working on this now.
Right. I mean, I was actually for the full Nintendo and Square Enix. That's what I was really there for, so I actually know what happened here. Just Cause 3 just looks like a Michael Bay film. Nier looks interesting, but I have no idea what it is.
No one knows what it is yet because that's all they've really shown is its name, who's developing it, and who may or may not be the main character.
I mean,
what a strategy.
Yes.
I just hope they don't cancel it before they announce it. You know, like before they announce any new things on it. You know what I mean?
Well, to give you, CJ, to give you an idea of just how little they showed off about it, they had Nier and then some glitchy text representing that it has a subtitle that they weren't ready to announce yet.
Wow.
It
So,
lasted like
yeah,
30 seconds.
I could have done that press conference. I could have done that press release.
Alright, this is Nier. This is a game. Goodbye.
It's
Yeah.
4 letters. Get
Yeah.
hype.
Well, if you can't get hype for 4 letters, I don't know what you could get hype about.
Yeah.
Well, I got hyped over Fallout 4, so I guess I can go for letters 4.
Alright, Rise of the Tomb Raider again. Do you want anything to say on Rise? Because you haven't before.
We've seen everything they had at Square Enix. Enix for Rise of the Tomb Raider at Sony, so...
Right.
No, wait, not Sony's, Microsoft.
Microsoft.
Sony or Microsoft, one of the two. Microsoft. So we've seen all that stuff already.
Yeah.
In fact, the trailer was exactly the same as what they had there.
Yeah. Lara Croft Go, mobile game, woo!
Yeah. It looks nice.
Alright.
That is the most vague praise I have ever heard out of you.
Okay, I'll be a little bit more specific. Its art style looks nice.
Yep, try a little bit harder. You really.
That's all I can say.
Yeah.
It's another game where they showed off nothing, but we're working on
Keep
this.
going.
It uses her original design. Yeah.
God damn, it's like when I try to bullshit my way through a class presentation because I haven't read the book I'm meant to be talking about.
Well, that's the thing. We're trying to make this look like less bullshit than it actually
I mean-
is because
Oh no,
most
I
of
meant
this is just
I
nothing.
meant I meant the presentation is like
Yeah.
when I bullshit my way through class. I'm not having to go at you.
Yeah, like.
What?
Ugh.
This is just a mess. Alright,
If they don't release something over the next couple of weeks, then that's just a train wreck, honestly.
yeah.
Apparently, a lot of the stuff is going to be at Gamescom. So
Okay,
Alright.
hopefully more information then, but
hopefully.
no
Alright,
hopes.
what do we got? Final Fantasy remakes.
Final Fantasy VII, which is the exact same trailer as what was at Sony, but now with Japanese subtext.
Fun. Final Fantasy, what is this Roman numeral even?
7.
7? No, not 7. There's
15.
another one.
VII is 7.
No, XIV.
15,
Oh, that's 9.
14.
14, 15, I
Oh,
don't know.
14.
Yeah.
That's 14.
Did I put that there? Because that wasn't actually there.
It's on here.
Yeah. I don't actually recall 14.
Well, they.
Oh,
they
that's
didn't-
right. It was expansion for 14.
Yeah, they
Oh,
had
right.
like
Oh,
a
okay.
That's
bunch
right.
of news
Now I
for it coming to Xbox One and PS4.
Has anyone here actually played 14 or?
No,
Nope.
I never played Final Fantasy.
I don't
Okay,
want to
then.
get into
That was the
any
other
more
thing that showed off.
MMOs.
That's the other thing that happened at a lot of the other conferences was expansions to MMOs. And as I said with the 14 and a lot of the other ones, it's hard to talk about an expansion to something you haven't actually played the original game for.
Right.
Then I guess we should just move on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
Though the Star Wars Old Republic, or Knights of the Old Republic, or whatever it's called, that expansion looks nice.
Right.
Again, faint praise.
We got Dragon Quest Heroes with a very long subtitle. It's basically like, I think it's Dynasty Warriors, but with Dragon Quest. Is that what it was?
Think so.
Yeah.
All they,
No idea.
the only thing that they showed off for it was a little snippet of what looked like a trailer in a montage of 3, and then nope, that's all. We're not even going to mention it again.
Alright, going down the list here. There's Life is Strange. I'm not sure if I accidentally skipped over that.
Oh, no spoilers for that, please.
Yeah, that's all they showed off was, yes, we're doing this. Here's a little bit of a trailer. Now we're going to move on to something else.
Just like Nier. Alright.
They didn't even talk about it.
Kingdom Hearts Unchained.
What's it? What?
The mobile game.
Oh, mobile.
The mobile game.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't really. I don't want to dish off any Kingdom Hearts games because they all have something to do with the story. In some way, shape, or form.
Yep.
We don't care about mobile games here, do we?
Not especially, no. That's why we skipped over Fallout Shelter.
Yep.
And let's see. Oh, there's Hitman, which looks alright.
Hitman is something I've got no experience playing. My father enjoys playing the games, and I've seen him play through them a few times. They look alright. It's just
not your cup of tea.
Yeah, they're. If I was more excited about Metal Gear Solid, I'd probably pay more attention to Hitman, because that's basically what it is.
I remember I was watching the trailer on the stream, on a Twitch stream, and they're like going through, oh, look at all these weapons you can get, and one of them like scroll really past it, but it said rubber duck. I'm like, what?
What? Just kill someone with a rubber duck.
The whole stream chat was like, rubber duck? What?
To quote To Boldly Flee here, I'm a distraction!
Alright, what else do we got? Triad words, I don't know what that is. Star Ocean, blah blah blah. But scroll that. Kingdom Hearts 3!
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Detailed talk time now.
Alright,
Go.
I'm out.
Alright.
Why?
I've never played him. Have fun.
It looks pretty good. It looks like a good finisher to the saga. But it's going to...
What was originally going to be a trilogy then became a lot more than a
Well,
trilogy.
yeah, that's the thing, is because a lot of fans skipped out on the other games that they thought were just not necessary. They're going to have a very hard time trying to catch up.
Because they didn't learn from 2?
No, but they didn't play Chain of Memories, they didn't play Birth by Sleep, they didn't play the 3D Dream Drop Distance.
Yeah, I know, that's what I'm saying. They didn't learn from Kingdom Hearts 2, which you need to play Chain of Memories to understand. They did not learn from that.
I didn't realise that's what you meant.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. People just don't like the portable games.
Yeah.
But it was interesting to say, it was definitely an interesting way to do things with the having the young versions of Zerika. I don't know how to pronounce his name.
Of the original Keyblade Masters.
Yeah. Having them play chess, and that's basically just like a representation of the final battle. So I've seen like a lot of people trying to figure out what piece represents who, and trying to figure out how it plays.
Yeah. The other really good thing when they showed it off the gameplay aspects for it, Disney rides as weapons.
Yeah, I saw that a
That
lot
is
as
beautiful.
like all the weapons are theme park rides. And it's like
That's just glorious.
I want to destroy Heartless and teacups.
yes, the teacups.
Yeah, that sounds pretty fucking metal.
Teacups as a weapon does not make sense, but it looks so hilarious.
The rocking ship ride. Cause I'm not giving it a specific name because it's overused to death, but rocking ship ride as a weapon. You get to ride the train from the mountain. Can't you tell I've never actually been to Disneyland?
Yeah, it kind of shows.
Yeah.
I mean,
The train ride, the mountain train ride.
Space Mountain?
Not Space Mountain.
Okay.
I don't know when.
Space Mountain is a weapon
I don't know
would be
where
great.
that's from because I've been to Disney World and only Disney World.
Train ride.
Mountain
ride.
train ride.
Yeah.
Choo choo.
It's a train.
Yeah, I don't
It's
know.
a
I've
train
only
that
been
you
to the
look
one
like
in
you fight
Tokyo,
a
so.
boss in,
Yes.
and it's hilarious.
Yeah.
I just want to run through bosses in a train, please.
I kind of want to do that like in the final boss. Just
Oh, that would be
just
amazing.
like you have all the suspense and all this like massive final battle-esque stuff, and then you just see Sora riding in on the train. It's like, is that really the best transport you could have thought of to bring in?
No, there's only one thing that could have made it even
teacups.
funnier. No, even better.
What?
Just to piss off everybody, It's a Small World.
Oh god. That's like such an anticlimactic ending.
Yeah.
I could imagine.
Just take away all the tension from the final battle with It's a Small World.
I could imagine like the big bad is like saying, "Sora, this is the end of the road for you," and it's a small world after all.
Okay, folks. Folks, I don't mean to burst your bubble, but have you actually played Epic Mickey?
Yes.
No.
That actually happened.
Wait, what?
You fight the It's a Small World After World clock.
I
or
know,
something like that.
but that was cool. I mean, I've seen gameplay of it, but that's pretty cool. It's like a clock face, but I'm saying like the actual ride with the actual like puppet animatronic things.
That would be terrifying,
that'd be
actually.
really
I've been
bad.
on that ride. No, thank you.
Oh, my
I do not want to fight small children animatronics.
Oh wait,
Small
actually,
children, yes. Animatronics, yes. Small children animatronics, no.
I just thought of something that would be even funnier for It's a Small World.
What?
Imagine all that, but there's a Star Wars world and the final boss is Darth Vader.
Oh god.
All tension gone.
Yeah.
But do you have to fight him wearing 3D glasses? These are the questions.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Obviously,
Don't give 'em ideas.
Obviously, you
I
have
wouldn't
to
be
because
surprised
it's
if
40.
they added a Star Wars world to Kingdom Hearts.
I really
Don't
Yeah, I
want
mean, they
it.
added Tron. Why don't they add this?
Well, they've now got access to Star Wars. They've now got access to the Marvel Cinematic Universe. We know there's a Tangled world going to be in there, so we know that there are going to be newer Disney franchise worlds.
Frozen?
Everyone wants
No.
Star Wars. Everyone wants Marvel.
I don't want Marvel.
They've got to do it.
I
No,
mean,
they
which
don't. They
Marvel
don't
would
have
they
to do
use?
anything.
The Cinematic Universe.
Oh, they'll probably use Avengers if anything.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, but Disney also bought out LucasArts, right?
Yeah,
so
that's what we're saying.
Where's
That's why
Monkey
they've got access to
Island?
Star Wars.
Mm-mm,
Wait, sorry?
Where's Monkey Island?
not happening.
I don't think... That's wishful thinking.
Hey, they put Pirates of the Caribbean in, right?
Yeah, they had that
Yeah.
in a couple
Pirates
of
of
games.
the Caribbean is based off Monkey Island.
True. Well, actually,
I want to believe. I don't even play this series, but I want to believe.
I actually think that Monkey Island was based off the Pirates of the Caribbean ride, and the ride was what was the basis for Pirates of the Caribbean. So technically,
It's kind of both, you know?
yeah.
But you're not getting that. You're getting Star Wars instead.
I don't want Star Wars.
Me neither, but it's gonna happen.
If they do have Star Wars, they have to put as one of the weapon that you get, Darth Maul's lightsaber.
Ooh, but they're probably gonna make like some sort of blue lightsaber because why not?
Well, I guess if we're on the
Be
subject
too
of the Star
generic.
Wars world, then where would they start? Would they go for the fan favorite and start at the original trilogy, or would they go Force Awakens? Would they go for Phantom Menace? What would they do?
I just want to see fans get pissed off and it be not Force Awakens, Phantom Menace, because that'd be hilarious.
The only thing that would make that even funnier was if Jar Jar was the assistant.
Exactly.
Because
That'd be
that's what we
amazing.
need, right? Jar Jar.
What Jar Jar? Not
Yes.
too bad. I don't mind.
He's not the worst character
Yeah.
I've seen. Not by far, nowhere near the best, but I've seen far, far worse than Jar Jar Binks.
Oh no,
You have seen some shit. Okay?
I've got a younger sister who enjoys Twilight.
Oh no. I mean, you're not with the Star Wars fandom, are you?
Yes and no. I do enjoy the films, but I'm not the original trilogy is better than the prequel trilogy, because I actually started watching with the prequel trilogy.
I'm not in the Star Wars fandom because I don't care about Star Wars, and even though I've never seen the movie, I know the entire plot. So what's the point? But
Same.
But from what I can see, like in a fandom perspective, nobody likes Jar Jar Binks for a reason.
No one in the fandom likes George Lucas, the guy who made the Star Wars films.
That's true.
So,
Well, to be fair, I don't particularly like Joss Whedon, even though he wrote so many of my favorite things.
Yeah.
yeah, Hey, Michael Bay is on my list of people that I absolutely despise now because he only just missed out on becoming the person who killed my childhood. Only missed out by one. What we're going to be working on in August.
With what, Transformers?
Nope.
Oh.
Well,
Alone in
Transformers
the
came
Dark?
so... Transformers came so close to ruining my childhood. One movie beat it.
What happened?
You remember that movie I linked in the pre-E3 show?
Oh,
That's what beat it.
right. Did you cover that yet? Let me see.
No, that's August.
Okay. More
Okay, so
surprises.
we've got to leave the suspense for the viewers, have we?
Yes,
Yep.
yes, we do.
Mm-hmm. Then I won't pry any further.
Yeah, well, going back to Square Enix.
Is there really that much else to
Back
say
on
besides that?
I mean, there's a game Star Ocean that looks interesting. There's Deus Ex.
Yeah, I never
Deus
really
Ex.
got into the Deus Ex series. I kept on getting recommended to get into it, but then it just seems so boring.
I own it, but I haven't played it.
Although
I don't even own it.
in terms of Twitch chat, they know how to break a Twitch chat though. You know what happened?
They say Kappa?
No, they didn't say Kappa. They said Illuminati.
Oh god.
Oh yeah, right. The plot for this third game involves the Illuminati.
Illuminati crashed my game, 10 out of 10.
They crashed in the Twitch chat. That's what happened.
Oh god, that is ridiculous. There's only a few ways to break. There's like 3 ways to break it, and they pulled off one of them.
I
The other
mean,
2 being Kappa and Frankie.
I'm not lying when I say this. It is kind of unfortunate. I don't even know why they did it, but Mario Maker. You know what Mario Maker's release date is?
What?
Hold on, I'm gonna look it up just to make sure I didn't read this wrong, please.
Okay, drum roll, everybody.
Oh yeah, it's
Keyboard
true.
roll.
Mario Maker's release date is September 11th, 2015.
Ah, yes, my birthday.
Well. Yeah, good job, Nintendo.
Well, it'll be September 12th for us, CJ.
Well, yeah.
So in a,
Assuming they're going for the global release again.
That
Oh,
is
please.
really bad. Good job.
if it's like if they release like only for America on September 11th, I'm like, Nintendo, you're kind of missing something there.
Honestly, I would
guess.
just be playing Mario Maker the whole day. So yeah, this seems good.
Compared to what it was like before, I think it's gone to the point where we can now move on from it to an extent.
I mean that's true, but
There are still some things that are a big no-no for September 11, like airing a show that has planes crashing into buildings. That's a big no-no.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But
This is what. Go on. I'm sorry.
Mario Maker coming out on September 11, no one cares.
That's true.
No one cares, it's Mario.
But in the same thing where they said quote unquote Illuminati in freaking Square Enix's, there's some sort of thing going on. I don't know.
No, it wasn't quote unquote Illuminati. They officially said it's a conspiracy theory involving the Illuminati.
Oh my god.
Well, that is.
The Illuminati are actually in the new.
Well,
Deus Ex.
technically that is.
Wait.
Then you could use quote unquote because you're literally taking a quote.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what I
true.
meant. And
Okay, right.
also, there's a triangle in the logo of Deus Ex, Mankind Divided. So take that what you will.
Yeah.
Then again, with Deus Ex, it kind of looks like PS4 buttons, or whatever.
Yeah.
All right, what else did they got? Final Fantasy Portal app.
Nah.
Yeah.
Who cares? And Project Setsuna. I don't know what that is.
It was another game where they just announced it, said that they were working with a new company who's making it, but that's
Seems
it.
like they did a lot of that.
They did do a lot of that, and that's the reason why I think Square Enix was the worst conference out of all of them, because taking away all the "we'll have more information soon," they had nothing that would hold up a conference.
Well, at least you actually got games, so that's one thing. That's why I'm just diverging a little bit, but that's what I've been thinking about with everyone saying, especially Nintendo, being being a horrible conference, and they could have done better. I mean, they could have done better, but you
It
got
wasn't
a lot of
awful by any
you got a
means.
lot of good games out of it, and just because they're not the games you wanted, other people like them, and you got to consider that, take that into consideration. One thing I saw the day after, I think it was Um, with Screw Attack releasing something, saying in the title, Nintendo, we're not mad, we're just disappointed.
Bloody hell.
That's like one of the worst things to say. That's not including swearing. And it's like they had a real.
No, that's worse. That's worse than swearing. That's just stone cold.
Yeah.
Fuck.
And considering they've revived several franchises, we've got a new Star Fox, we've got a new Metroid, and thanks to the Treehouse, we're getting not F-Zero. There's this game that was announced during the Treehouse event. That would be my phone going off.
Someone's popular.
Yes. This game called Fast Racing, which is basically F-Zero.
Right.
So like they have nothing
So-
to complain about, but then the internet is never happy with what they get.
Yeah.
So it's just been
that's the
really
internet for
irritating
you.
me, personally. But
Fan.
well,
That's the internet for you.
yeah, I'm guessing that's it for Square Enix. I'm not sure if there's anything else.
I do have a theory on when Kingdom Hearts is going to release. It's probably going to be released in, let's see, 2016 or 2017 of Christmas. That's what I would call.
It's a Christmas game.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And they've said that it's going to be released after Final Fantasy 15, which did not make an appearance at all.
Well,
So
I hate Final Fantasy 15 just because of that one reason. Because it's delaying Kingdom Hearts 3. I guess it gives me a little bit more time to save up for a PS4.
Right.
True.
gives us all a little bit more time to save up for a PS4.
Except me, because I already have one. Yay.
Congrats.
Show off.
Though,
Shush.
since I
Not you.
don't see there being much more for Square Enix, I thought I completely forgot about this when we were talking about the Xbox. Recall.
Wait, what?
It's like I think it's an indie game or something like that, and it actually looks really good. It's one of the few things that are making me tempted to buy a Xbox One instead. But then there's so many things that are wanting me to buy PS4. It's kind of outriding it.
Right.
So if you
There's only one game that's exclusive to the PlayStation 4 that I really want to get, and that's Guardians. That's just because I do like Halo, just the single player. But it's that one game compared to the not console exclusives being Arkham Knight and Kingdom Hearts 3, along with all their exclusives. So,
Right.
sorry Halo, I love you, but you're not a game I really wanted to play in my childhood.
Alright, guys, I kind of have to go soon, so can we wrap up with PC?
Sounds good to me.
Nice.
I'm sorry.
Who watched PC?
I
didn't.
didn't.
Nope.
Nope.
So we're not wrapping it up
Okay.
with PC.
All I've got is just a few little extra games attached to in the Treehouse events and that. Which
I guess we're good then.
All right.
Alright. So we...
the only other game really that I think should be talked about here is not Portal 3,
Yes!
aka Lego Dimensions Portal level.
Yes.
I saw what you sent me. I'm like, Portal 3? GLaDOS? Why is it Lego? Why is Batman and Gandalf in the same place?
And then you realize it's Lego Dimensions.
I mean, I'm just kind of surprised Valve agreed to this.
Look, I'm never gonna play the game, but it's just good to have more GLaDOS lines.
Yeah. That's always good.
It is.
I'm hoping that with this they may consider putting some of the features of Lego Dimensions into like the Portal 2 level editor.
Oh,
Or
that
level
would be
generator.
nice.
Because like the growing and shrinking mechanic, the colors to activate panels, those things actually look like they could be really good mechanics in a Portal game.
And let's take a
Jeremy's linked us to Recall.
Let's take a pretty good puzzle, but I don't know. In my eyes, Lego games.
Oh yeah, that game.
Which game?
Jeremy linked us to Recall in the chat.
Oh.
Yes, this game. There's not much to really say about it because all it was a CGI trailer, no gameplay in it. But
It still looks really good.
from what is, it looks really good.
Seems like an interesting
And
concept.
this is an indie game.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm looking at it now. Wow.
Yeah. So it's
What
like
is it?
the core inside what the dog, it can be transferred into other objects that have a core, and they showed off, like the dog sacrificing itself to save its human companion, and then while taking down a giant, removing the core inside the giant thing and then replacing it with the dog's core, and then
Right.
the dog is now in the massive giant's body.
So what kind of game is this? Seem a puzzle
That's
game? It's
basically all they showed. They showed
Right.
that one
It's
mechanic,
also-
and that's about it.
It's also not really an indie game because right above the title for Recore, from Keiji Inafune and the makers of Metroid Prime.
Yeah, that's no longer indie.
That's not
I don't
indie.
know. I didn't see that. I thought it was.
It looks indie, but it's not.
I don't know.
It still looks amazing. Either way.
Yeah, it still looks amazing.
Sorry, kind of step back a bit because I was like being interrupted. Anyway.
Yeah.
All right. So that was Recore.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So we skipped PC games. So oh yeah, important. Mystery Dungeon.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Super Mystery
Wasn't
Dungeon.
sure if to bring it up or not, since it wasn't really a part of E3.
It was in the Treehouse
I
event.
didn't watch any Treehouse events, so
I've seen day 1, day 2. The third day should be finishing right about now.
Fan.
I haven't seen that yet.
Ah.
Shut up, Mr. Fan.
no,
Please.
that would be me moving in my chair.
Alright.
Okay. The thing about it is, really good things. The personality test is apparently going
Oh
back.
my-
They haven't shown
I
that yet.
can't.
Something
Looks
else
so
that's
good.
interesting. You get to pick your partner's gender.
Yeah.
I like that.
Hunger's back.
Awesome.
Yes.
Hunger.
Difficulty.
Do it.
Difficulty's back. Thank you.
What's really
Okay.
awesome is that
I-
in every single trailer they keep on showing Wailord, and it's so
Yes.
hilarious seeing him walking, like going down the hallways, like the skinny hallway.
Yeah.
I think Whaler's gonna be like in the some NPC. I don't know if they keep showing him like that.
It looks so hilarious. It's
I
like
love it.
if he isn't a main part of like the story, he's like just something as like a funny little thing they thought just to show,
Right.
just as a joke.
For all we know, it could just be the fact that we have all 720-ish Pokemon in the game. Here's Wailord.
What I find really
And-
interesting though is how they describe it being 720 Pokemon.
Right.
It's saying that all currently discovered Pokemon, so that's why it's not 721. So there's
Right.
there's probably not going to be Volcanion this year.
But there is gonna be Hoopa.
Yeah, Hooper. So that's a part of the discovered Pokemon, and Volcanion technically has not been like officially released with news or anything. But then that's also covering just in case they release like a new generation before like release any information about a new generation over the next couple of years, saying it's still only newly discovered at this current time.
Right.
The other thing that they could do is...
Fan. Please.
Mr. Fan, shut up.
We know you're excited. All right.
The other
No worries.
The other thing that they could do for it is the 3DS has got DLC support, so they could release a story revolving around Volcanion when it gets
Yeah, I
discovered.
guess.
Yeah, I was thinking DLC.
Though I don't need more DLC on my system taking up all my block space. I already have enough of that
Yeah, so I've still
for
got to get all the
Smash.
Smash DLC.
So, what's interesting about what they say about the main thread of the story? Nobody knows who it is, but apparently this Pokemon, whatever, turns other Pokemon into stone.
Oh my god, it's Medusa
Who
type
does that?
Pokemon.
Not
It's
sure.
Medusa.
There's one other thing that they showed off in the Treehouse event, which gets glossed over. I don't even think they used the item at all. New items in it. Wands.
Alright then.
Which I think they could just be like seeds but I don't know yet.
I want the
Wait.
seeds. The
All
blast
that we
seeds.
saw
are
was
always-
one that, according to its name, could confuse Pokemon.
Wait, I'm getting a theory on who that mystery Pokemon would be.
Hooper?
No, maybe it wasn't Hoopa. Maybe well, to make water into stone. What do you use?
A ground type.
No. Think like Minecraft. To make water into a solid
Lava.
Yes.
Volcano.
Water and lava.
Volcanion.
Huh?
Volcanion.
Yeah, there you go. Maybe
be-
that's why
that'd
they're
be an
keeping it a
interesting
secret.
That'd be
That's
an
just
interesting
wishful
twist.
thinking.
Maybe to help promote the movie coming out next year, which is going to be, chances are probably going to involve Volcanion.
It's just a theory.
Game theory?
A game theory.
That's why I didn't do it myself.
Damn, that'd just
somebody
become a
ought to do
meme. That'd just become a meme in and
it.
of itself.
Yes.
Yeah, it looks like a really interesting game. I'm glad they're bringing back a lot of mechanics that they didn't have in Gates to Infinity.
They're also bringing new mechanics as well. Like, they're bringing Mega Evolution, which I think if they do it based on how we talked about Marissa, then in which case they stole our idea.
Would you like to?
My idea, because I was the one who came up
Would you
with
like to divulge in that? Since I haven't heard anything, and I don't think CJ has.
it. The theory with it is...
Shut Van. Van, please. Van.
I'm just going to wait till the fan's done. Thank you. The way I think they're going to do it is that you can activate Mega Evolution at any time during a dungeon, but it burns through your hunger faster.
That would actually be really, really interesting. And I'm guessing you would think it would finish after each floor.
Yeah, it would dissolve out at the start of each floor. So, do you become more powerful in burn through more hunger, or do you save it for the final boss of the
I'd
dungeon?
probably save it for the final boss if it were me, but I'm the one
Yeah,
playing.
same. Especially if they do an Explorers and you get full regen of hunger, full regen of health, full regen of PP.
I kind of wish I kind of wanted to be like blue rescue team, because getting to the final part, I think of one of the water dungeons. I ended up going into it with like no hunger left, no PP left, and just trying to defeat it, and it was so annoying, but it was so worth it. Just to try to get that I think it was Lugia.
If they can do a normal mode and a hard mode, which enables you to turn off the Explorer's rescue ability, basically, the regen before the bosses, I'd be fine with that. I personally wouldn't turn it on because I love that ability,
Oh, and
especially in the 99 floor dungeons.
in story exploration, like the concept of exploration is going to be back.
Yes.
So it's going to be not Gates to Infinity then, which is good.
Yes. It's running off of Gates' engine. We know
That's
that
fine,
much
as long
already,
as it
based
doesn't
on the looks
have
of it.
a lot of the concepts from Gates to Infinity.
Right.
Yeah.
Fan again.
Dum-de-dum-de-dum.
Alright.
I'm actually half tempted to not put in the counter, but instead put in the Monty Python intermission. Overlapping them.
So that's everything. I can't think of anything else.
The only other thing I have on here is, and I can summarize it in one sentence, Little Battlers Experience, aka Level 5 doing Custom Robo Arena.
Haven't heard of it.
It's actually a really fun little game. Well, Custom Robo, not Little Battlers.
So I guess that's it then.
Oh, and Ratchet and Clank, which is reimagining of the original that I really, really want to get,
Right.
Yeah.
because that looks awesome.
I'm looking forward to that.
Okay.
I think the way that they're describing it, because I saw a video of it just before, a game based on a movie
I
based on
love
a
that.
game.
That is hilarious.
Wait, which game is this?
Ratchet and Clank.
The remake of Ratchet and Clank.
Oh. Okay, that sounds good.
Oh god, that is like.
And then,
such
of
good
course,
thing.
apparently they get to really inception points in later on in the story, which is just going to be a absolute mind.
Well, I just
break.
love that, like, what they were showing is Quark being like being an ally and or but was being ally, and then also Ratchet, already being in like the forces, so he's already gone through a bunch of training beforehand.
Yeah.
I wonder if they're going to do that with other games as well.
Who knows?
There's one thing about E3 I just kind of want to sum up. I think, especially for Nintendo's E3's case, I think people come into E3 with way too high of expectations.
It's especially worse when they won the press conference last year. Because Nintendo won it last year, and then Sony won it the year before that.
Right.
Though that's because Sony won by doing
Well,
absolutely
Sony
nothing.
won by trashing on Xbox.
Who do you think won this year?
I think Bethesda, just because, again, it did something that none of the other companies did. It got me excited for a game I'd never played before, and it did it twice.
Right.
Definitely Bethesda, in my opinion.
Yeah,
Then again, it's the only one I watched, so...
I don't really
Seems that-
care too much about the whole winning thing. It's like they bringing out awesome games that
Yeah,
people want.
it's subjective and it's petty, and that's why we love to do it.
Although it does seem like Microsoft has the most content. Not saying if it's good or bad content, it's just they have the most content.
I think it's because they're still trying to play catch up to PlayStation 4.
Right.
And that's what the backwards compatibility thing screamed when I saw it was, we want you to buy our console, please buy our console.
It
Connect.
ain't happening.
Connect, please. If you're not
Kinect wasn't even mentioned in the Microsoft conference at all.
if you're not buying the Kinect, then have some more of the Xbox One. I mean,
Put it this way, the PlayStation Vita got talked about more than the
The
Kinect.
Vita's awesome,
Right.
and don't you dare bag on it.
if
What is there on the Vita?
Persona, Skullgirls eventually.
you
don't
get things you can already get on the console.
And
Basically, yeah.
Well, you can't get Persona 4 Golden, but yeah.
Okay, fine, there's one exclusive.
Danganronpa.
And Danganronpa, but that is so 2013.
I still like it.
Oh yeah. But we're just very quiet about it these days.
Right.
Maybe next year.
Again,
No,
getting
they've
hopes up.
pretty much Sony's pretty much said that they just want to ignore the Vita ever existing in America, and not bring out any games from Japan to the Vita.
Yeah. So, unfortunately, it looks like to English-speaking worlds, the Vita's dead.
Pretty much. I mean,
What can you do?
the only handhelds I would get are Nintendo handhelds. The 3DS here is amazing.
Yeah, and that's the big problem with it, because not only are they competing with the iOS and Android markets, but they're going up against Nintendo, who have been in this game solo for a long time.
They're basically
Every
kings.
time a new portable has tried taking on Nintendo, they've, for the most part, they've
Well, the funny
failed.
thing is, like, all the consoles that have seemed to just failed and then nobody wants to talk about them ever again have all been ones that have just been way too advanced for current times. I mean, have a look back when Sega actually developed consoles. They were over the top. They were really good consoles, but nobody really knew how to use them that well. And now it's the same with the Vita.
And they were also so expensive that people weren't willing to
Yeah,
buy
and
them.
now it's the same with the Vita, where it's have such good tech, but it's just not suitable for now, or when it got released at least.
That, and it's again going back to the competition. People don't want to develop games for systems that are too expensive for the profit that they're going to be making back. If they wanted to make a really expensive game on the 3DS, it would be a much safer investment than for the Vita. Because with the 3DS, you've got a stronger chance of getting that investment back with the amount of 3DSs in the stores compared to Vitas.
Right.
Well, stores, houses.
Yeah, whatever.
And if you want more experimental games, it's I mean, I've heard a certain game, Monster Hunter, put its game on 3DS and Wii U just because they liked how that plays better on the 3DS, with the dual screens and asymmetric gameplay of the Wii U, so that's kind of interesting.
People have their preferences.
So,
Exactly.
yeah.
I mean, that's just why they're exclusives.
So with that, I think that's pretty much it.
Right.
Yep. I
A
would
lot to talk
say
about,
so.
and none of us really saw all of it because everyone did a treehouse this year,
Right.
and we're all one person. We're only individual people. We can't see 9 different
And
screens.
some people have school.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
And
yeah,
lives.
lives. Who needs?
Actually,
Who,
I've got
needs-
That's true.
who needs to
What
be
am I talking
social?
about?
There's the internet for
Alright.
social.
Miss.
I've got a few little things I can talk about, but I can just summarize them in one post. They're games I don't think any of you guys really want to talk about, being the new Need for Speed and Transformers Devastation.
Nah,
Yeah.
I'm good.
I'll pass.
Sorry, you're alone
But
there.
thank you.
All right. Well, I'm
Thought
guessing
so.
we're calling this till closed then.
Yep.
Yep. See you guys on Friday for Kid Icarus Uprising.
All right.
All right. See ya.
Bye.